And their tests are quite exhaustive and quite extensive, giving a lot of interesting results. With McDonnell Douglas, they do a multitude of spoon bending, where they take control samples and then, of course, they put them under the electron scanning microscope to see if they were bent by force or by mind. So breakthroughs are being done by Mr. Jan of Princeton University, who also is connected to McDonnell Douglas. And I'm not surprised even now if they have come across a formula on this area of physics, which has to be included. Everything is connected to everything else, in my opinion. Psychic to hardcore physics, let's say, outer fringe physics, time and space, cosmology, you name it. Biology, electrobiochemistry, it's all related. It's all part of the universe as one. Okay, we want to basically replace all fossil fuels, all nuclear fuels, get them out of the way. Have a technology that works in a natural sense with space-time continuum, with nature. That it can be strong and helpful, and also in elimination of all the toxic waste, the millions of tons of toxic waste laying around. Devices could be used to carry this off, levitate it out into space and dump it in the sun. It wouldn't hurt the sun. It's such a small quantity. It would be a very small quantity to the sun. Otherwise, Mother Nature is just going to pack it in for us, I feel. I don't want to be sound like a person with gloom and doom, but it's starting to show in plagues, in environmental problems with trees because of satellite transmissions working on the millimeter wavelengths onto pine needles. The forests are going, the oceans are getting polluted. There's mad cow disease, there's the talk of reversal of the poles, there's worry of the ionosphere. So mankind really has to get his act together and not concentrate so much on greed and war and all this stuff, or oil and that, but basically focus on a more promising future in medicine, in health, in energy, environment, and really get a roll on, similar to the NASA project of the 60s, where everybody was excited about going to the moon. Well, this can also be applicable to environmental, and also applicable to a situation where it would be feasible to actually get into space flight again. Give mankind something better to do than pick around on his neighbors and what kind of race or what kind of color. I mean, it's pretty pathetic. And Mother Nature will just go on anyway. As we lay here suffocating or burning up or pole shifts or earthquakes, time still goes on. Time still moves on through Mother Nature. So the technology in itself has to come out, either not from me, from other scientists, such as Dr. Rauscher or Hal Puthoff, who can bring it out into the world and bring it so it can be used very quickly, manufactured very quickly, and that just basically has to be done. For the future, I hope to develop these technologies and get them rolling. I have a totally new approach to it all, especially in the Hutchison effect area. The other technologies, the crystalline converters, that's pretty well wrapped up and just waiting for a company. Perhaps Japan will market it, or somebody in the U.S. will get it out there, and then I can attend to the other interesting aspects.
technologies and concepts you've just witnessed. Now you can get even more valuable information and details from the new Energy series. 5 full-length videos, 9 hours of in-depth conversations and demonstrations of free energy systems. Explore the worlds of inventors and theoretical physicists who are changing the paradigms of science. Volume 1 features Tom Bearden.
In particle physics, any electrical charge is automatically a broken symmetry. Now what this means is there is a virtual photon flux, a violent flux exchange between the vacuum itself, which is filled with this virtual photon flux.
Volume 2, John Hutchison.
I feel that that is also true. I think the mind can act as also a cohere of frequencies and transmit them out, and then lock this doorway into space and time.
This motor here drew 12.5 amps.
Volume 3, Joseph Newman.
This motor right here only draws 7.5 amps. And look at the size of the propeller. Look at the size of the propeller. Look at the size of the motor. Look at the size of the motor. Now this is exactly what I teach throughout my book. I taught it to Dr. Hastings. I've taught it to the world. That the larger you make the mass, then the smaller amount of power it will take and the more power it will produce.
Volume 4 highlights Troy Reed.
This is an old mechanical device. It's got 2 inner wheels on the inside, 2 outer shell wheels with magnets. They got 8 magnets on this side, 8 magnets on the inside here.
Let's see what kind of torque we got at 75 psi.
And Volume 5, Dennis Lee.
Okay, here goes. Maxed it out. So it went all the way off the end of this thing, 150 foot-pounds of torque by this engine.
They're just $29.95 for each tape.
Now the process
or get all
here,
5 for $119.95, a savings of $30. Place your order today. Call 1-800-795-TAPE, T-A-P-E. Or write to Lightworks Audio and Video, Post Office Box 661593, Los Angeles, California, 90066. And now you can order this and many other fine tapes on the internet at www.lightworksav.com. That's lightworksav.com, as in Lightworks Audio and Video.